I ran my entire workflow on a Dell XPS 13, writing, endless browser tabs, photo triage, and client video calls. It's a stunning piece of hardware that feels like it was beamed back from 2027. But after using it, I'm convinced that while Dell's vision of the future is beautiful, it's also a little frustrating. Design and build quality. The moment you pick up the XPS 13, you know where your money went. The chassis is a single block of CNC machined aluminum that feels incredibly dense and rigid. I have the graphite, dark gray, model, and it looks stealthy and professional. There is zero flex in the body or the display. Compared to my M3 MacBook Air, which feels almost hollow by comparison, the XPS 13 feels like a solid, premium ingot. The star of the show, visually, is the palm rest. It's one seamless piece of Gorilla Glass that flows from edge to edge, housing an invisible touchpad. It's a jaw-dropping look that no other Windows laptop is even attempting right now. It makes every other laptop, including the MacBook, look a bit dated and conventional. Key features in action. This is where the review gets spicy. The futuristic design brings three very opinionated features. First, that seamless palm rest hides the haptic touchpad. There are no lines, no cutout, it's just glass. And honestly, it's fantastic. It's a large, perfectly responsive surface, and the haptic click it generates is crisp and satisfying. After about 10 minutes, my brain knew exactly where the active area was, and I never missed the physical boundary. It's a total success. Second, the zero-lattice keyboard. The keys are large, flat, and pushed right up against each other with no gaps. The typing feel is surprisingly good. The keys have a nice, snappy dig to them, and I was able to hit my usual typing speed. The problem is accuracy. Without the tiny gaps between the keys that we're all used to, I found my fingers getting lost more often. I'd have to look down to recenter my hands, which broke my flow. And third, and this is the big one, the capacitive touch row. Instead of physical F keys, you get a backlit strip of touch-sensitive icons. You press and hold the FN key to toggle between media controls and the F1 through 12 keys. In practice, this is a nightmare. I'm constantly adjusting volume, and I hate not having a physical key to feel. Even worse, I kept accidentally grazing the escape key or the delete key with the side of my hand, which is infuriating when you're in the middle of writing. It's a solution to a problem that didn't exist. Performance and daily reality. My review unit has the Intel Core i7 processor and 16 gigabytes of RAM. For my daily grind, it's perfectly fast. I lived in Chrome with 20-plus tabs, ran Spotify, Slack, and Lightroom for photo editing without any significant slowdown. The new Intel Arc graphics are also a huge step up. I could even do some light 1080p gaming in Counter-Strike 2, something my old Intel-based XPS couldn't dream of. The problem isn't the speed, it's the battery and heat. Under a moderate load, just Chrome and Slack, the fans would spin up and the bottom of the laptop would get noticeably warm on my lap. And the battery life? It's just not good enough. On a good day of mixed light use, I was hitting around 6 hours. As soon as I opened Lightroom or joined a video call, I could practically watch the battery percentage drop. This is not an all-day machine. In a direct comparison, the M3 Air runs circles around it, staying silent, cool, and lasting nearly twice as long. Limitations and trade-offs. The biggest trade-off here is connectivity. Dell has given us exactly 2 ports. That's it. Both are Thunderbolt 4. If you want to plug in a USB mouse, an external monitor via HDMI, or a pair of headphones, you are completely out of luck. there is no headphone jack. This is a dongle-first and only lifestyle. The M3 Air at least gives you a dedicated MagSafe charging port and a headphone jack, which feels generous by comparison. For Dell, to remove the headphone jack on a non-plus mainstream laptop feels like a genuinely user-hostile move. The final verdict. So, who is this laptop for? Buy this if you are a design-first user who wants the most futuristic-looking Windows laptop, period. You live an exclusively wireless and USB-C life and never, ever use wired headphones. You prioritize premium build quality and a stunning screen over all-day battery life and practical ports. Skip this if you need a laptop that lasts a full workday without a charger. You're a heavy typist who relies on tactile feedback and a standard function row. You need to plug in, well, anything. A USB-A drive, an HDMI cable, or wired headphones. The Dell XPS 13 is a beautiful, flawed experiment. It's a peek into a very minimal future, but it has arrived about 2 years before our accessories and habits are ready for it.